All right, everybody, how you doing? Um, for my example, I wanted to try MixItUp. It's a little plugin that is good for galleries. Um, what caught my eye was the homepage was eye-catching. Could see several uses for the plugin, and it also claimed it was pretty easy, and so I wanted to see if that was actually true. The homepage, as soon as you land on there, there's a working example, um, and you can try it, filter it, and once I tried it, I actually was excited to use it. Here's the site. This is the very first page. As soon as you get there, this is what you get. You can see that they have different filters for ascending order, descending order. You can filter through blue, which the little blue tabs, the green tabs, no tabs, or none, I guess. Um, so once I tried that, I was excited. I was like, oh, that's a cool little thing for a gallery. So anyway, that's one of the things. Whoops, sorry. So that was one of the things that got me. Um, well, plus, like I said, I thought of plenty uses um, for it. It's responsive, so the way it's set up, it scales perfectly on any different screen. You can test it out with resizer, um, and it's nice. And I'll show you that once we get to the example. They say it's easy. Well, not easy as pie, they didn't say, but they said it was easy. So I wanted to see if that was actually true because a lot of these things say, "Oh yeah, this plugin's easier, library's easy," and it takes a little time to figure it out and learn it. Um, the HTML code itself is pretty easy. There's just a few uh, keywords that you need to have um, that will get the animations and stuff moving. They give a very basic tutorial that just guides you through, to set up a container with a class of mix. Um, and then after you start doing that, you add categories, your data order, like what typical order you would want it to be one through, however many you have. Um, so it, like I said, just step by step uh, instructions make it really easy as pie. It walked you through exactly what you should have for all of the HTML. It also gave you this container.mix display none, which is definitely important because if you don't put that, then all the tiles show all the time. And so uh, it's really hard to understand once you when you're first doing it because you turn it and then none of them show up until you complete it. Um, it just shows the scripts and all that. So um, anyway, back to little presentation. Responsive layout, like I said before. Um, when I looked at it and it said responsive, I wanted to go through and see if it was actually true. You actually don't use floats. They don't float any of those. Um, you don't float any of these. It's all inline inline block. Um, so so they tell you exactly what you should put on there, and then here they have an example, and then you can click the CSS and you can see they've used percentages to define widths and margins so that it it'll resize with your screen. So when you go to resizer, um, I don't know, my computer's slow. You can go to any width and you can see it's still still works, and um, it still looks good. So anyway, got that. It's nice and responsive, so that's beautiful. Um, very easy to implement. There's your JavaScript code right there. Function, call the ID of container, dot mix it up, and then you can, and that's all you actually really need, and it'll do the default animation, but you can put in whatever animations that they have available, and they have a list of them. So right here they've got animations, and they show you obviously how to put them in, where to put them in. um, here's the ones, here's the effects that they have for the different um, boxes. So very, very good instructions, very easy to follow. um, I, I like the um, and I mean, this is my example, and I really like the looks and the actions with the amount of work involved. It was very, very easy. Um, you've got show all here, so you you pick your black tiles, girl eating, star pattern, and it gives you the fade out, fade in. Um, can do ascending. If you choose ascending here, it'll just do the ones that are already there. So you choose descending, and it'll change up. You can show all. Um, so yeah, it was really, really fun to do. And this is my code, and this is where I set up uh, my information. The data filters, which you want to filter it by, um, you call with, or you place the filter name into the class, so that when you click and call on this black background, the black backgrounds will come up. When you click on anything with a star class, the star will come up, and so it just corresponds with each other. Also, when you get to the sort, they've got them set up to sort by ascending, descending, default, random. So you just need to put in class sort, data sort, and then these, you can create your buttons, you can create, whatever you want, as long as you have this class and this data sort, it will sort them for you. Uses your own little style sheet, which you can, you use the percentages um, and put them in line blocks, and then you just style it however you want it to look. I decided to put the images as backgrounds, um, so I could number them all, and everything would look all nice and neat, and everything would be centered. So um, the JS obviously is here. Like I said, very simple. Just grab that ID and mix it up, so you could use it anywhere in your site. Not just obviously as a main thing. It can be used on a little sidebar. It can be used as like a jumbotron. It can be used anywhere. So it has quite a few uses. It also uses jQuery, which is nice. So anyway, that is my trial, and here it is again. I've put a little hover effect on there. I didn't do anything there, sorry, but yeah, and once again, it's um, responsive, so you can choose whatever I know it's hard to see, but you can choose whichever one you want, and it works. So that is one of the great things about that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.